Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Reata Horsemanship. I'm Luke Brown, and today is Winning Wednesday. Very excited, as always, to speak with you today about something we can do to be winners in life and really truly live our best life, which is what our motto is at Lady Horse Boss and Reata Horsemanship, is live your best life with your horses, in your personal life, whatever, in your work life. Live your best life and how to do that. This morning, the horse that I'm riding is Dolly, and I've mentioned her a couple times. I think I've had a couple videos with her up to this point. And Dolly is a 3-year-old quarter horse out of Luna, New Mexico. Well, she's from here close by in Lehigh, in Mesa, Arizona now. But originally she was out of Luna. At any rate, she came to me with some pretty serious trailer loading issues. When you asked her to get on the trailer, she would freak out and rear up. She didn't know how to lunge. She was real reactive to me on the ground, and just a reactive horse. And the rearing was a pretty big problem, not being able to get on the trailer. Oh, we did a trailer loading video with her. That's going to be on the Lady Horse Boss membership site in the Reata Horsemanship problem solving video. So that's going to be fun to watch. And we're going to have probably eventually 6 or 7 trailer loading videos up there on the Reata Horsemanship videos in Lady Horse Boss, because there's so many different problems that horses might have with trailer loading. And so we were able to get that captivated on film with her. And she came to me also for loping issues. She didn't know how to lope under saddle. She overreacted and bucked her owner off out in the desert, and she didn't know how to bend laterally. She was very, very stiff. When I asked her to turn, like roll back against the fence, very, very stiff to that. A real gapping her mouth, raising her head, didn't know how to back up. So we've only been a week and a half with her, and I've got most of that, probably 90% corrected. Now, the only reason I can go that fast with a horse like her is because even though she was real reactive at the onset, she's actually an easy horse to desensitize. She's not real afraid of stuff. As you can see, we're walking out here, and this is only maybe the 3rd time we've been out and about, and she just is totally relaxed. We just went by a bunch of dogs that raced up to the fence, and she maybe had 1 or 2 flinches to that, but she's just actually a pretty relaxed horse. And so because I didn't have to desensitize her a whole lot, I've been able to advance her a lot faster. And the end of this week, her owner is gonna ride her. We're gonna do a trail ride with her, get him to lope her under saddle, make sure he feels comfortable with her, and then send her home. So, a lot of times the plan works, and the horse gets there, and it works out for the horse and owner, and they get to have a great relationship. And I love doing that at Reata Horsemanship. And today, for Winning Wednesday, I want to talk a little bit more about the book, The 4 Agreements. The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Stacy and I last night, we did a podcast. Now it's a video podcast, so we're going to be posting that hopefully by tonight. I mentioned we were going to try to get that done last Friday, but we just didn't get to it. So we got that podcast done yesterday afternoon, and it's a pretty cool podcast. I must say, it was the first time we did a podcast together, Lady Horse Boss and Reata Horsemanship, and we're going to try to do that often in the future. And every month we're going to do a podcast pertaining to a book that we're reading in the Lady Horse Boss family for the subscribers of Lady Horse Boss. But we'll certainly post some of those podcasts publicly so that you can see those as well if you're not a member of the Lady Horse Boss family. And in that book, the 2nd and 3rd agreements are this. Don't take things personally. That's agreement number 2. And then agreement number 3 is don't make assumptions. So don't take things personally, and don't make assumptions. Those are the 2nd and 3rd agreements. And it's so vital in order to truly live your best life and to live a productive life. We have to get out of our own head, and we have to realize that whatever other people do, whatever they say, whatever they think, whatever they do, and really whatever they feel, has everything to do with them and nothing to do with you. If you've ever been in a relationship where somebody told you that it was you that caused their behavior, do not believe that for a second. And we naturally want to believe that. We want to believe that we cause other people's behavior, but that's not true at all. Other people's behavior is totally determined, little spook there, other people's behavior is totally determined by their concept of reality, the agreements that they've made in their life, and what they've agreed to, and what they've agreed to believe in their life. That is what determines their thoughts, their feelings, their actions, and their words. And so when somebody does something and blames you for it, take responsibility for your own life and your own thoughts and your own feelings, and don't take that personally. If you take it personally and you think that everything that everybody else does has to do with you, Don Miguel Ruiz says that is the ultimate sign of selfishness. It's very selfish to consider that everything that everybody else does has to do with us. And it doesn't. It has everything to do with them. And same with you. Your actions have everything to do with you and the beliefs that you've had, that you've created in your life, and the agreements that you've made in your life. Your actions, your words, your thoughts, and your feelings, that all has to do with you. So if you want to change that, nobody else can do that for you. You have to do it. And so don't take things personally. Take personal responsibility for everything that you think, you feel, you do, and don't let others make you feel like their actions and words are dependent on you, because they're not. They're dependent on themselves. I kind of went rambling there. The second is not making assumptions. Don't make assumptions, and that goes right along with don't take things personally. And he talks a lot about it in that book, about relationships, and how so many people struggle in their relationships because they make assumptions. They do the two things. They take things personally and they make assumptions. We make assumptions about why other people do what they do, and instead of asking more questions, instead of taking action and actually communicating with our spouse or with anybody in a relationship. It can be a child, it can be a friend, it can be a spouse, it can be a coworker, it can be a business partner, whoever that is. There's a pretty big truck coming by here. Let's see what happens. Not bad. She didn't spook, she just raised her head and looked a little bit. So remember, don't make assumptions. If you have a question, if you have a concern, ask a question. Ask it. Communicate with that other person in your life. And if you don't take things personally, and you communicate with other people instead of making assumptions, you're going to truly start to live your best life. And I hope we all can work on that. Thanks for watching. Until next time, be thankful, live with purpose, live with passion, and as always, stay safe in the saddle.